Selling papers is busy work, mister.
Nat.
Hey, mister, that interview you did with Piper is really selling. Here's your free copy.
Hey, you were in the paper, right? You're 200 years old? Looking pretty good for your age.
Don't walk outside the wall undefended. High quality protection for sale.
I don't know why we let Valentine live in the city.
Hey there.
He saves
You?
one or two people,
I don't know you.
and everyone
Just keep your
forgets he's
distance.
a freaking simp.
Keep calm.
That's exactly what a synth would say. But I don't know.
Human as the day I was born.
Well, you do look human enough. All right, we can do business.
Let's see what you have.
Everything you need.
You see that big blimp?
It's the new guy. That's you, right?
Yeah, I'm the new guy.
Well, it's good to have you here.
I'll take a look, sure.
Everything...
Uh-huh. Hey there,
Hey,
officer.
heard you rescued Valentine.
Excuse me.
Around here, we call your haircut. Screw the hell up.
He ain't like those instruments.
Kim I care cares about you. Oh, this movie.
Latest hairstyle.
I hear there's a bar in the old theater district that's Paredes home.
Come on, Nikki. I'm just asking for your opinion. Be a great quote.
He's my client, Piper. Why don't you learn not to snoop on a man's private affairs?
Well, well, speak of the devil.
You're back. And not with your son.
You were right, Nick. Kellogg did have my son. But that wasn't all. He was working.
The Institute? Oh, boy.
I'm sorry, friend. Truly. That makes things...
He ain't kidding. Heck, Nick's a synth, and even he doesn't know how to get in.
No synth does. Security protocols strip those memories out.
I need to find a way.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day...
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
Man like that would have had access, in and out.
Yeah, but I'm guessing he wasn't the surrender and talk type, was he?
He's dead, Nick.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
He wasn't gonna talk. Even if I had a way of bringing him in alive.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
I hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so... who's coming with you?
I have to go to the memory den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Amari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
I already have someone with me. I'll meet you there, Nick.
All right. See you at the den. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
Well, you two are out. I'm gonna do some more research. I'll be...
Hey, Piper.
You know, the Institute has a lot of enemies. The Minutemen tangled with them once. The Railroad still does. I've even got some notes on these new guys. The Brotherhood of Steel.
Tell me about the Minutemen.
You know that group you rescued and conquered? Far as I know, they're the last Minutemen left in the Commonwealth. They used to be a volunteer army, dedicated to protecting friends, family, and neighbors. Sounds soft, but they were a real thing at one point.
That Brotherhood airship is hard to miss.
The Brotherhood of Steel doesn't do subtle. From what I've heard, they take whatever they want, especially if it's high tech. They just might have the muscle to give the Institute a run for their money, but they're... let's just say they have their own agenda.
You said something about the railroad.
Supposedly, they help runaway synths escape the Institute, but they're secretive. Ultra paranoid. The only thing I have is a rumor. A code phrase. Follow the Freedom Trail.
I should get going.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Most folks are just looking for a hand.
hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
Excuse me.
I told you, you can't walk around Good Neighbor without.
You better back off, or you're the one who's gonna need insurance.
Well, hey, all right. We'll just say your insurance is paid up for now.
Nick Valentine looks
Brotherhood of Steel better stay out of Good Neighbor. All I'm saying.
good to see you.
Oh, a new face walks into my store. And you're not even screaming yet. Very polite. You let me know if anything catches your fancy.
Got any work?
Super mutants have taken over the old Boston Public Library. I got a lot of fond memories. You get those lumbering brutes out?
Actually, I already took care of those super mutants.
You did? Huh. Here's your money. Oh, and why don't you take this old book of mine? Been holding on to it for.
Outsiders walking. All over us. One day, you'll be a human.
Man, this is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something.
No idea.
Means a lot to me that you make a lot.
Now I know you had a whole thing handled back there, but a mayor's gotta make a point sometimes. You alright?
You killed him.
Got a good pair of eyes on you. I think you'll fit in here. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Of the people, for the people? Brother.
I can tell I'm gonna like you already. Just consider this town your home away from home. So long as you remember who's in charge.
Excuse me.
A new player in Good Neighbor. Hello, little pawn. Welcome to our fun and games. You ever tried chess? Sometimes you need to sacrifice a piece.
Well, hello.
Keep that in mind.
Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion.
Wake up, Commonwealth. Synths are not your enemy. They are victims in this war as well. True, they were created by the enemy, but they were created as slaves. Thinking, feeling, and dreaming beings, utterly oppressed by their tyrannical masters. So join with us in fighting the real enemy, the Institute. Join the Railroad. When you're ready for that next step, don't worry. We'll find you.
Hey, Valentine.
We're here. I just gotta talk to Amari.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
You better back off, or you're...
Whoa, hey, all right. We'll just...
Whoa, time out.
Nick Valentine was Brotherhood of Steel. Better stay out of Good Neighbor.
Well, Mr. Valentine. I thought you had forgotten about little me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
We need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Amari, but you've pulled...
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require...
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make...
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees.
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen,
All Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, but that's an incredible risk to take.
Don't worry about me, Amari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son.
Sure.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong. We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there.
See you on the other side.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find. Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for.
Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her.
Let's keep looking.
Not for 1 second.
I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe. There was always a job for someone like me. I don't remember much from that time.
Well, we seem to be
It all
getting closer.
kinda
Try this
blends
next one.
together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
Mr. Campbell, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really... First synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute, but I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again.
We're running out of
It was just me against the world.
Ah, there's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Cryogenic stasis. Suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Come here. Come here. No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean.
God damn it. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but I never like to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but still human. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. Wasn't usual. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City.
This appears to be a very
I thought it was
recent
a
memory.
terrible idea, actually.
Good news, I think.
But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just... This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side.
X688, ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Monitoring yourself. Are you ready to talk about what?
We got what we needed. The Institute?
Yes. Their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions.
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all... Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea?
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up.
The memory den's not accepting new clients right now, sweetheart.
Irma.
Oh, enjoying yourself in Good Neighbor? It's a heck of a town, ain't it? Do you like the decor? My business partner hates it, since she's not
Nick.
fun.
Hope you got
got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Kellogg? Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine. So.
Sure.
Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
I'll see you around, Nick.
Good luck out there. You know where to find me.
Sounds like Ellie needs to talk to us. We should head back to the office next chance we get.
Heard what you did. Saved that Rex Goodman from the super mutants. Yes, not everyone.
Hey, buddy.
Please confirm delivery with hotel staff at this time. I will remain here.
Now, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff tonight. I think Whitechapel Charlie's got some work.
Oh, a new face walks into my store.
Got any work? Sure.
Super. You get.
Uh-huh. Actually, I already took...
You did. Here's your.
Now I know you had old Finn handled back there, but a mayor's gotta make a point sometimes. You alright?
I'm fine.
Good. Now don't let this incident taint your view of our good neighbors of the people for...
Yeah, I feel you.
Good. You stay cool, and you'll be part of the neighborhood. So long as you remember who's in charge.